Our universe is like an elegant quilt woven together with every part, big or small, a part of the same whole, in unison through the fabrics of space and time. What is known as the beginning of the universe is what we call the Big Bang. What comes after the Big Bang is what we call the universe. The theory of the Big Bang goes as it was a dance of particles, one being positive and one being negative, with the positive particles being mathematically triumphant by one causing the universe today. It is well accepted today that the universe is at a constant rate of expansion, and this has been even more so concluded by astronomist Edwin Hubble in 1929 and has been given the title Hubble's law, stating that an object twice the distance from our galaxy is moving twice the acceleration rate from our galaxy. Such as an object 5 times the distance from our galaxy is moving 5 times the rate of acceleration away from our galaxy, resulting in assumption that the universe is the result of an explosion, ever expanding. Like experiments done today with particle accelerators and large hadron colliders, smashing particles together causing quantum-sized explosions, our universe itself may be no more than the result of such an experiment done by higher beings, in attempts of universal self-exploration among themselves. Every day we are doing the same fundamental experiments on a level of our own, without completely understanding fully the overall underlying outcomes or repercussions. We cannot definitively say that we can know what exactly we are putting back into the universe with our mediocre attempts at manipulating it. The chances that we aren't creating mini-universes within our own, using particle accelerators, is unlikely. The dust that is settled after an experiment is not the end, and for how much we don't know about the universe, this to be the case is highly suggestive. To assume that the origin of the Big Bang was accumulated with the throwing together of particles and us doing the same isn't possibly dependent is asinine. With or without that being the case, we are to work with the cards we have been dealt with and with the universal laws that are familiar to us, while reaching farther into the cosmos through light years of observation and deeper into it through the mechanics of quantum physics and the microscopically unknown. In an ever-expanding universe that humans are purposed to explore, many fields of science are developed and grown upon as a result. As theories are born with hypothesis and begin with speculation and hesitance, if verified, they expand into more acceptable forms of research and study. One of many theories available today for young scientists is the multiverse theory. The multiverse is a theory made of an understanding that the universe we are currently experiencing now as you are reading this is that of one that has in another universe already transpired into a version of you that has stopped reading by now, and you have closed the book and have gotten up and left the room, all the same, while currently, in this universe, you are still reading the book. Hence the multiverse, and the endless possibilities of outcomes in each universe. In another example, for every decision you make the opposite or alternative decision in another universe. Flipping a head in this universe could land you a tail in one of the many other external multi-universes. For this book, this is the multiverse definition that we will be arguing against as an implausibility. For one, in a multidimensional concept, what we know as the beginning of the universe, the Big Bang, will at once have differing characteristics that would deviate it from any other multiverse Big Bang. What we call the Big Bang will not be considerable as the Big Bang in another multiverse. The arrangement of atoms that resulted in the explosion of the Big Bang in our universe would be of a differing arrangement of atoms in another universe, resulting in a 100% completely different universe from the start of its existence, from the very moment of its creation. If by chance, the beginning of 2 separate universes started out with the exact same arrangement of atoms and continued in a likeness for even 2 seconds, its alignment would eventually deviate and throw it off balance, creating 2 separate universes. If 2 universes follow the same path and destiny up to this very moment, is what is to be considered the possibility of what we can safely assume to be the chances of existing multi-universes. Could this be linked to déjà vu? In the argument that a coin could be flipped in one universe and land on heads while simultaneously being flipped in another universe that is a replica universe and have the coin land on tails is physically impossible. If the multiverse is the same universe as another, then the forces of nature that govern which way the coin lands will be the same in both, resulting in a heads in both universes every time, forever. Air resistance and the energy of force projected from the finger to flip the coin in one universe will not in an instant decide to change very last moment in the other universe. Equivalently, a decision made by an individual in one universe will not be subverted or differently decided in another. A decision made in universe number 1 will, with absolute certainty, result in the same decision to be made or that has been made in universe number 2. A decision will not result in a multidimensional spiral of differently happening outcomes. The possibility that our universe is a neighbor to billions of other universes that are not replicated versions of our own, however, is very likely. For multiverses to exist in the sense of a universe being an almost exact copy of our own up this very point, there would have to be an infinite number of universes outside of our own. Billions of universes outside of our own is a possibility, infinite is a fantasy, albeit a fun and imaginative one that inspires creative and necessary ways of thinking about how existence outside of our universe might be thought of. Parallel universes outside of our own are almost without question in the eyes of many physicists. I also concur with the notion. Statistically, it would be phenomenal if it weren't the case that we are inside of a universe that is next to another universe. A parallel universe next to us would also be on a relatively similar time frame to our own in sense of what the quantum makeup may be comprised of. This could lead to the closest possibility of discovering another form of consciousness if it is possible that none is to be found in our universe. The neighboring parallel universes that surround us could have their own laws of physics, along with being close to approximation of our own. A more distant parallel universe, outside and away from our own, however, could be made up of anything that we can't even begin to conceive, including the possibility of excluding physical laws altogether. We can't even begin to imagine what a universe not governed by the laws of physics may look like, and to catch a glimpse of what it could be, would be conscious altering. Perhaps, upon death, we will obtain a big picture view of what existence, unified, looks like. Maybe that is what death is. A glimpse of everything inside and outside of the universe, in an instant, to take back with you as you progress and traverse through the fabrics of existence as an energy form. A possibility of the multiverse concept, I understand, to be one of inconclusion and impracticality. You would need more than 100 times more than 1 billion universes for a multi-universe reality that with every existing moment, in another universe, in every aspect of everything that exists, is another decision made that is the same, up to the point of that split decision being made. It is improbable. While it is, in my view, not a possibility, I do not disregard its benefits to the community to breed innovation and original ideas, in any case.